Welcome, Taurus, to your beginning of the month reading for April. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new? Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. If you're friends like this, you can like and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on. The beautiful Taurus. Best message for Taurus, please. Looking for what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the beginning of the month with a clarifying card. What do we got going on here? Hangman. Well, there it is, right? And what do we got here? Got some communication going, and we're going to use this one for the beginning of it. Look at that. We're a little worried, but not as worried as you think we are. Or those of you who are new, I am Taurus as well, so, you know, got to keep ourselves in there. But you're kind of cold shouldering the situation over here, Taurus, so it does feel like, ooh, you know, that career, that money. So if you know that it is also a love relationship, but right now I am feeling the career and money right now. Why is it so much? Because it feels like there's a determination going on around you that has a lot of communication about the situation, and where you're also taking on the authority. The authority that you're taking on right now, Taurus, is why you're not going to allow this to worry you. You're just going to kind of cold shoulder the situation, because it's one of those things that says, you know what? My finances might be a little tied up right now, but I've got this. I've got this under control. So having the King of Swords is saying, I have this under control. So even though you might feel like, oh gosh, now I've got a little, you know, I'm a little strapped for money right now. Things are not, you know, really working the way I want them to work. You're still going after that and taking the action that's needed and having the understanding that you have this. I got this. You got this, Taurus, right? So you're not going to let anything belly up. Why? Because you have brilliant ideas going on under your hat over here. And you know what? It's just time for you to really take what you've been working on and meditating on. You need to take that into play now. You need to make that into action. But I feel like you already know that because you're talking about it. You're saying, I've got this brilliant idea. I've got this new, plan. I've got this new creative endeavor. I've got this new job underway, under my belt. They're going to hire me pretty soon. So I'm not worried about this right now. If anything, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm cold shouldering the situation. So very nice. Kind of putting it off right now, and I'll worry about it later. Absolutely, because you're keeping your emotions at bay, which is very good, because that means you definitely are not worried about it. There's no pre-calculating any situations. There's no wearing, oh no, I'm in trouble on my heart sleeve. For those of you, if you know that this is love too, I'm going to bring that in as well. I've been doing that a lot because a lot of people like both. So if we're looking at a love situation, you're not worried about the love situation because you know the King of Cups has got your back and they love you. So it's not that you're cold shouldering the King of Cups so much. It's just you're cold shouldering the idea, right? The idea of why maybe we're not as communicative as we have been before, or why they're maybe not coming at you as much. So you're saying, I'm not going to worry about that. Look, they're doing what they're doing. They're doing them. They're at work. They're doing them. And that's where you're kind of keeping that. Yes, some of you. The relationship of the King of Cups, whether it's a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, you're literally saying, I have the understanding what they're doing. I'm not going to let this worry you. Now, let me tell you something, Taurus. If you've had this worry before in the past, why they keep, the coming and going and they're not as communicative or however it is, you've come to the understanding this is the way they are. They work hard, they do what they do, and then they come back. It's just the way they are, right? So you're having this, you're not going to allow that to worry you anymore. Where'd they go? So understanding them more is really what that situation is. When it comes to the money situation of having this situation underneath your belt over here, you have the faith and the understanding, again, with the Hierophant, that everything's going to work out for the best. You know where your money is going. You know what's taking place. And maybe it's just, it's one of those things, right? It's just one of those things. It happens, right? Something does whatever it's going to do, and then my money gets tight. It's a part of life, right? So, and that's the way you're taking it, though, Taurus. You're saying, yeah, I'm all, my money's gone. I'm all tied up. I can't do this and that. But I have the faith that it's going to come back because I work hard for it. And you fight to keep the faith, and you fight to keep the balance, and you fight to keep what's yours, Taurus. No matter if it's the love, no matter if it's you're fighting for this love relationship, to continue to keep going, making, just fighting all the time, right? But this is the type of fighting that I see over here is not the fighting with the arguing. This is the fighting for the good fight. You see what I'm saying? Putting everything you have in there, Taurus, to say no. And maybe it's both, maybe it's 2 in 1, Taurus. Maybe I'm a little tight with money and my love is like over here, but I'm not worried about any of them. Absolutely not. Because you've already come to the conclusion that this is not where, this is not where I want to be, right? There's better things out there. So you've already come to the conclusions by having this conversation and really keeping your authority strong. You've got what you need. You're taking on the responsibilities. You're holding that, that tight to you. And anybody that wants to come to you and say anything to you, you're going to take their swords away. I will absolutely tell you that. So if anybody wants to come and say anything about your love or your money or anything of this nature, you already have the better resolution and the understanding that no one's going to take your swords from you. You have the Wheel of Fortune right now that says there's a huge change that's going on within your life. It's definitely something that is, the floodgates are open. And, I've seen this Lion's Gate open for quite a while, almost like it's just not really closing down. So you definitely know where your priorities are, and this is really what this is about. I know where my priorities are, and I know what changes and challenges and what cycles need to be taken care of and how to maneuver around situations for the better good and for good luck, and really keeping yourself very good right there. So if you're job hunting right now, there's a lot of job hunting going on within Tauruses. So you know that no matter what, if you're job hunting, that professional, this could be a boss as well, right? That professional job is coming your way. You're keeping space open for positivity and making room for new things to help you provide what it is that's needed within your life. There's no shutting down. So even if it has you a little down and out, you're just saying that it's fine because I'm not going to do that. Because you know what? There was something else that was going on Taurus that was unjustified for the situation. It could be the other job. So you might be waiting for this new job and waiting for this excellent opportunity to come through. Really keeping the faith on that. But however it is, you're enjoying your professional life within yourself. And keeping it very professional as well. So if you are out job hunting and talking to other people, they do see you as very intelligent and very outgoing, and very professional, Taurus. So you can also see that King of Swords is really coming into play for you in so many different ways this month, beginning of the month. And there is magic that is surrounding you, and that's because you're keeping the magic going. And you probably manifested a lot of things, though, too. Tauruses are big manifestors. So, and this is because we want the opportunity to have the relationship. We want the opportunity to have a good job. That Venus comes through with that love and that nurturing and that material and that money. And, so it's like you want it all, right? So you're not going to neglect your love. If anything, you're determined to keep it successfully going and keeping the magic going. And having that we have Venus and Pisces right now you're getting this weird kind of love also. So you're probably feeling a little more sexually active, Taurus, in a lot of ways, because that really does affect Taurus, that Venus and Pisces. So you could be definitely feeling a little more sexually active, wanting that love, wanting that nurturing, wanting that touchy-feely, type of reaction, feeling the sensuality really is what this is about. This isn't just about, just wanting out there. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not talking about just going out and playing. You want the sensuality of the nurturing, um, because of, you know, the compassion that the Venus is getting from the Pisces. So you might be feeling more romantic. There's like so many ways I'm trying to say this. you know, it's like, I know people put all that stuff out there, but I just, I don't like to put myself out there like that, I'm not one of those people. Um, you know, I know they would just come out and say it, but I don't know. It's just not really a part of me. Unless it catches me off guard, right? I don't feel my Leo's very strong right now to just go out and say it. But you know what I'm saying. And for the overall success, and also feeling the passion and the money through the nurturing also. So I really feel it's 2 in 1 over here for you, Taurus. But definitely because you want success in all areas. Such a Taurian thing. So if you are married, it could be a little hot, a little spicy, a little romantic, sensual. Okay. It's just because you just really want to sparkle right now. You have the strength, and I do feel like there, in its own way, there's a little bit of limelighting going on. Definitely going towards the mid-month, guys, for the potential outcome. I think the more that it keeps getting towards Easter, I think that the sparkling and, keeping busy and really finding that strength and confidence within yourself in both areas, career, finance. Well, this is career, finance, and romance. I just feel like it's just going to get busier, and the prospects for everything that's going on is going to, just strengthen itself. And there's going to be more determination to want to keep that thriving for you as you're really sparkling over here. Yeah, it's because it's kind of like I'm letting go of anything that was, here it is, guys. I'm going to say it, anything that's wishy-washy, anything that was keeping me away from feeling like I'm whole. With the death card, it's saying, because you let it go, you kind of, the death upside down is like, I partially let it go, meaning I didn't 100% take a complete transformation because I don't want to lose myself. And the reason you don't want to lose yourself is because you've gained so much over here, not just in the beginning of the month, this month, guys, but even last month, you've already had this kind of transformation, so you don't want to lose too much of yourself. So you're just kind of partially taking this little bit of death, so that way maybe you can say my butterfly has new spots. I'm not a whole new butterfly. I got new spots now. Maybe I got new beautiful purple spots on me. So it's just a part of growth, and that's really what it feels like. And anybody who doesn't want to be here with me or wants to challenge me in the wrong ways, we will see if we allow them to die in the backyard. We bury them. Or are we just going to ignore them, and say maybe they're having a bad month? Because that's really how Taurus is feeling this month. Is like, I don't really want to kill anybody off. I'm tired of making people ghosts. I got a lot. Maybe I'm just going to kind of, maybe zombify them, right? Now they're kind of zombies. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I'm just going to kind of ghost you. And, when you want to come back around and be normal, then, we'll see what we can do then. Right? Because it doesn't feel like there's no real killing anybody and burying them in the backyard right now. Yeah, and this is because if they're not going to be helpful, I'm just, I just like to say that the death card upside down with a partial death, maybe it's just ghosting in its own way for Taurus. So I'm just going to kind of ghost you and not pay attention to what you're saying, at this time. Yeah. Because I'm not going to let you worry me or put me in any kind of 8 of Swords right now. I'm really doing good over here. Yeah. I've got the love and the self-love, and I even have the love of everything that I'm going on, and everything's too positive. Wow, I have this connection. I don't need you to drain me. Because if you feel like something is going to drain you, oh boy, then they better step back, because that death card could definitely go from you just kind of ghosting them and saying, okay, don't worry about it, to totally 100%. Okay, listen, you're dead to me, and now I buried you in the backyard, and damn it, if I see you at the grocery store, I'm going to scream ghost, right? Because I don't want to see you ever again. Did you see that ghost? I told my son that one time. We seen an old friend that I had completely made dead, and I hadn't seen her for years, and I swear I was like, oh my God, I just seen a ghost. But he's a Leo, and he gets it because they do the same thing. So anyways, yeah, so I must have it really bad since I'm Taurus Leo rising. Ooh, okay. So anyways, but yeah, you don't want that, right? You don't want that to become that way. So you're saying if you're just draining me, I'm just going to separate myself from you because I'm united where it feels so good for myself in so many areas, and I don't need you to do that. So no, just backing away. Backing away. If you know that there's no progress there, you're just going to end up backing away. The communication of this situation is definitely going to be upside down in its own way because you're going to say, I'm not communicating that because the only things I'm communicating right now are things that I am going to have authority over, things that I analytically can think about, right, and use intuition at the same time. I don't have time for this. You know, God, they're going to end up making you the Queen of Swords here in a minute, right? You'll be like, that's it. I'm cutting through the bullshit. I'm all done. I'm going to go from the king to the queen. But yeah, but look at you feel like the Nine of Pentacles. Because now you feel like you have all the resources at hand, Taurus, and the universe is like saying, and I'm giving you these resources at hand. The more you travel in this direction and you're doing what you're supposed to do and stay determined where you are, you know, and don't allow any of this stuff to get, you know, from you and, you know, to you and all that, you can continue to keep persistently going where you need to go. So you're not going to lose any focus. You're not going to leave. Let me just tell you another thing. You ain't losing a night's sleep over this. This is for sure. No one or nothing is going to make you lose sleep over them or the situation. That is for sure. So insomnia, no. You have insomnia over every, you know, something else in another house, that's fine, but not the second house or the fifth house. Okay, you might have it in the eighth house or something, but not here. Definitely not here. Not in these houses. Okay. So you're persistently going to where you feel like there is a loss. Now, we know that there was kind of a loss because it says over here, right? I'm not going to worry about that my money is tight or that I had lost something. I'm not going to worry about that because it'll come back to me. So you're persistently going towards what you lost so you can rebuild. See, you're like rebuilding everything in its own way, right? If I lost a little bit of money, because things got tight and I had to fix something and that took it away from me, or maybe I owed too much in taxes and now I have to rebuild the bank account. It's okay, Taurus, because it's saying it's good. It's good. The loss here is not bad. It's not saying you're going to lose more, Taurus. What it's saying is I'm rebuilding what was lost. No, because it's a learning experience on how to keep things going. Now, I know that a lot of you who've been watching me for a long time, I've only been here 2 years, but it seems like a long time. We had talked about holding on to finance, holding on to savings, that money under the pillow type of scenario. And I know a lot of you have been doing that. So you might even feel like the money that's lost was just the extras. Maybe you have to rebuild that extra rainy day money that we had talked about. I think last year we talked about that, and I know a few of you had actually written me and said, I like that idea, I'm going to do that. So maybe that's what it is too. Maybe it was that rainy day money and you have to rebuild that rainy day money, that savings account back, right? So however it is, guys, everybody's a little different, but oh, do you want to bring that in? Yeah, because you're building your foundations. You got to get yourself back to a firm foundation. If you feel in love, like they haven't talked to you in a little while, but you're not really going to worry about it, that extra spark that you're putting in there, we already talked about that sensuality. You're going to be rebuilding it, and boy, is it going to get hot, hot, hot with, with the Four of Wands. So it just feels like you're kind of stabilizing everything around you. So really working over here, my friends, okay, on this vitality of the root chakra, right? And really pushing that together because, like I said, Taurus wants it, all the root chakra to be good, right? That's where we feel That's where our securities come from, right? So you want to feel like you're secure. So that's all you're really basing everything on in this reading is feeling the securities and not letting anyone make you feel insecure. I don't care if it's about the way you look, the way your love life is, the way your money is. I don't care what it is. Don't let anybody do that. So, but it's really working on that security over here. And it says, yes, because I'm holding tight and you're moving fast. So now the more that you keep saving what you lost, it's going to move really quick, Taurus. It's moving so fast, you won't even have to look backwards, right? You don't even have to look backwards to say what happened there. You're going to stay in this energy of everything's going to be fine. Cold shouldering that. I'm not going to let it worry me. Nope. Look at that. You have an inheritance. Some of you definitely have some kind of inheritance coming in or extra money coming in, some kind of reward coming in. Oh my gosh. Could be a new job. It could be if it's the love and you felt like, you know, even though I'm putting out all the extra sensualities, maybe they're not feeling it because, you know, that Venus and Pisces is not affecting them, but I'm really pushing at them. Well, they're going to come and actually give you what you want. So it just feels like there it is. There's that action that needs to be taken to get you to back to this stability of where you feel whole again, and really building up whatever it was that you feel was lost. For a lot of you, it was money. So look, guys, you got the Ace of Wands again. Those of you who watch all the time, you know we just had the Ace of Wands. Oh, was it in the Astro Dice? I think it was, and I think it was for the beginning of the month because did we have the Ace of Wands, or was the Ace of Wands missing? Oh my gosh, you guys, because we even said that too. We had like the sword, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups. I think the Ace of Wands is what was missing. Now here it comes. All right, guys, I'll have to rewatch that for me. But it doesn't matter. I think we were missing the Ace of Wands. We were missing the Ace of something because I think we had all three of something. But it doesn't matter. Now it's saying you're inserted. You know, you have the assertiveness to continue to keep going strong. And you have some kind of reward coming in. And of course, now you can honor your passion of where the passion needs to be. This person can come back and say, I'm sorry that I've been away for so long. I was really busy working on this, that, and the other. And there will be a forgiveness because you want that stability. It's not one of those things because remember, you already have the understanding of where they went. Now they're going to feel kind of bad and they're going to come back and say, I'm sorry, Taurus, that I was gone. You know, I didn't mean to hold back from you. I didn't mean to not to say it. And you're going, no, it's all good because I already understand you now. I get it. I get it. Right? And this is within the stability over here of the fourth house. I just want you to know for the family area, right? This is going to allow you to face the new beginning that you need, right? This is going to restructure what you need. So for some of you, you even have a new job coming in. And if you have a new job coming in, this is where the new structure is going to allow new beginnings and new things unfolding within your life and bringing in this new phase. Well, you see the new phase within the home and the stability. And that's going to give you the extra opportunity to move forward towards, you know, rebuilding and restructuring the situations. Whichever situation. Remember, guys, if you only have one of the situations, throw the other one away. But yeah, absolutely. Because over here it says, because at one time you were offering, it felt like everything was offering you was flat. It was a waste of your time. It was flat. I just keep hearing it was flat. The luster had lost its luster, and this is why you need the new beginning. There's just something that's flat. It's just kind of flat lined. It lost its luster. I wasn't happy there. I just feel maybe bored. You know, however it is, but I was tired of this cycle that I'm in now, you know, offering me flatness, no desire. And it just felt helpless because it just keeps going maybe in a circle. So now you're waiting for something that can actually, yes, boom and, you know, boom and click its way out. Oh, no. Well, good like to believe that these could hold more weight, but they really just cannot. But anyways, yeah, it's going to bring back this creativity within yourself where you're going to feel like now you're moving in a different, I'm going to do the same thing twice, great job. It's going to make you feel like you're moving towards your intentions with a different kind of spark. And really now you're limelighting even more so than before, because I already said you guys are limelighting and really sparkling and showing the good intentions, not only because you feel so good on the inside, but also because you're spreading it out. And this just saying you're just going to keep this energy alive. Wow, maybe all the way till summertime, guys. I don't know. That would be amazing. We'll see about that. But that's because it feels like everybody and everywhere you're going, Taurus, something's at service for you. If it's the love, they're holding out this pinnacle towards you. And, you know, this pinnacle is like whatever food you like. Whatever food you like, Taurus. Wow. So that's really, and it's just going to bust open more opportunities for you. And there's that Queen of Swords. But I was talking about the Queen of Swords in reverse, actually, you know, cutting through the bullshit. But no, definitely this is because you're actually having the communication to where you really need the communication. And really feeling you're on the higher road now, guys. So this is actually pushing you to the higher road. It's really pushing you up that ladder. And this is just going to allow you to daydream more. See, because even though we get what we want in life, guys, we're still alive. So we're always going to push for more. We're always going to push heavy for other things in life. There's no such thing as I get to the road that I want and, oh, I'm done manifesting. I'm all done. Well, you're done with life? No. That's just not the way it works. Because, see, even if you got a new car, you know, 6 years ago, what, you think that's the last car you're ever going to have in your life? What, you planning on dying? No. So now you get to look out and say, you know, I think I want this kind of car this time. I'm going to daydream on that because I know my other car is not going to last very much longer. So I think I'm going to daydream on that. So it's just pushing you to the next limits of what next you can dream about, and really getting you back on target for wanting what you really need and making you feel like, you know what, we just keep pushing the limits. And that's what we do as humans. Never is ever enough. That's the truth. And, you know, people say, oh, that's greedy. Is it really greedy? Because I don't remember it being greedy. I have a house. You know, some people own a house and then you own it forever. But you don't always own the furniture in the home. The home is fine. But does the furniture last forever? You know? And let me just tell you something. Those of you my age, you know better. You know better. You know, just because grandma's, oven lasted for 25 years, they don't make things like that anymore. They make them to where they break so that you continue to keep buying them. You know, your wooden couches aren't 100% wood anymore. They're not going to last from 1955 to, 2002. That always trips me out. But, however it is, or you just get tired of one thing, gets a hole, whatever. But definitely you're going to be able to look out and say, yeah, because, there's other things that are going on around you that make you want to move up that ladder. It's just the way life is. It's not greed. It's called living. So, but I love this at the bottom of the deck. I want to show you this. It says there is good news coming for you, Taurus, but that goes right on that Ace of Wands again. So, okay, so I will put this here because it feels like the overall major arcana here would probably be this Judgment card that's at the bottom of the deck over here, because it's really talking that in this Magician. Why? Because it's really about you finding the magic within yourself to keep yourself going strong, okay, and knowing exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.